Well, good morning and welcome back to the channel. It is a beautiful morning. I'm out here at my normal stomping grounds in northern Colorado and just enjoying myself, having a fabulous time in a pretty awesome shoe. Today I am reviewing the Hoka Tecton X3. This shoe is outstanding. In fact, that is the word of the day, outstanding. I'm going to repeat that word probably multiple times. It'll be ingrained in your brain by the time I'm done with this review. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please consider subscribing. Give the video a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm, and drop a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this shoe as I talk about it, and certainly if you've run in the Tecton X3, let me know what you think and how that shoe has been for you. I should mention that Hoka did send me this shoe for the purpose of review, but know that all thoughts and opinions are strictly my own. Moving on with the review, I'm going to be talking about the overall build and build quality and its comfort. I'm going to merge those into one topic. Ooh, and there is the sun. I am like a dog who sees a squirrel, easily distracted. And I'm going to be talking about the performance and then the value and my recommendation. So let's get into it. Voiceover Chad, why don't you tell us about some of the specs and features of the Tecton X3?
Hoka states, ready to propel you through gnarly terrain, the Tecton X3 adds winglets to its carbon fiber plates for extra stability in just the right spots and 2 layers of PIBA in the midsole. Redesigned lug shape and positioning on a Vibram Mega Grip with light base outsole provides better traction, while a dynamic vamp allows feet to display as the miles fly by. Topping it off, a knit collar extends up from the tongue like a gaiter to mitigate trail debris, and a lightweight matrix textile upper makes this version more durable and trail-worthy than ever. As for some of those specs and features, you get a matrix textile upper, a gaiter-like extended knit collar, dual-layer PIBA midsole, parallel carbon fiber plates with winglets for stability, speed-centric meta rocker shape, Vibram Mega Grip light base outsole with traction lugs and 4mm deep lugs, 40mm of heel stack, 35mm of toe stack in a men's size, 39mm of heel stack, 34mm of toe stack in a women's size, for that 5mm drop, weighing in at 286 grams or 10 ounces in a US men's size 10 and 223 grams or 7.9 ounces in a women's size US 8. All for a US MSRP of $275. Chad, back over to you.
Alrighty, overall build and comfort. This shoe is, frankly, I'm gonna use the word outstanding. That's right. Starting with that outsole rubber, you get the Vibram Mega Grip light base with the traction lugs. So the light base is basically a lighter form of their Mega Grip traction, and the traction in this shoe is phenomenal. Vibram always does a good job, but this light base formula that they put in the Tecton is just really, really sticky and grippy. Really outperforms most other shoes, even other shoes with Vibram outsoles out in the market today. Then moving up into that midsole, the dual layer, dual density P-Bax midsole is outstanding. That's right. I feel like it's pretty resilient, very comfortable underfoot. The underfoot comfort and feeling is just simply amazing. It's soft and cushioned when you want it, but responsive and kind of bouncy when you need it. My biggest takeaway when it comes to the underfoot comfort of this shoe is that I, frankly, would not hesitate to use this in an ultra. In fact, if I had this shoe for my 100-mile race, I would have used it in that race as well. And then you get that carbon plate, which adds to the performance in the shoe, which I'll talk about here in a little bit. It also offers really good underfoot rock protection. I mean, you can see the trail here. It's got some rocks and some areas that if you're not careful, you'll step on something and those rocks will just protrude up through the bottom of the shoe and could otherwise be problematic, but not in this shoe. I haven't felt the rocks push up into the bottom of my foot at all. And yet I still feel like I'm connected to the ground, keeping my foot comfortable, but also aiding in overall performance capability of this shoe. And then moving up to the upper, I feel like Hoka chose excellent materials. That matrix upper, it has Kevlar fibers in it, is just outstanding. It's extremely breathable. And then on the inside of the shoe, right along the medial and lateral side of the shoe, there's some additional like overlays. Right here, you can kind of see them. They come across on both sides and just help add to the overall structure and comfort of the shoe. It helps it wrap around your foot and just give a nice, secure hold, but one that's not restrictive in a negative way. I also really like, I think it's called the Vamp, I might be misspeaking, this fabric right here. It's slightly stretchy, slightly flexible, adding to the overall comfort in the toe box. I also feel like Hoka did amazing in the overall fit. I went true to size, and the length is perfect, as is the width. It's got kind of a sporty fit, but not too tight either. It's just right. It's exactly what I would want in a high performance shoe. All in all, I really like the upper fit and comfort of, again, that upper. It is outstanding. Now, some people have expressed some concerns about the heel. There's not a lot of structure or a ton of padding back there, but that's really not been a problem at all. I feel like my heel is locked in and held really nicely in place. Again, I would use this shoe without hesitation for an ultra distance. I mentioned how it hugs the top of my foot and holds it nice and securely across the top. The laces, I don't feel the laces per se across the top of my feet. It's actually a nice secure hold. My heel's not slipping in and out at all. But I do wish that there was a little bit more padding across the top of the shoe where the laces lay. Again, it's not a problem, but it would offer just a little bit more, I think, comfort on those really, really long days when you're getting into, 12 plus hours of running in the same shoe. So that's probably my only area of, I wouldn't even call it a complaint, but more just something that's noticed that would really take or elevate this shoe from being a home run, excellent shoe to like God mode if it had that, in my opinion. You also get a collar. It's a knit collar that comes up around your ankle. At first, I wasn't sure how I felt about this, but I really, really like it. It does an excellent job at keeping the rocks out. I have not had a single rock fall into my shoe, which is really, really nice. So Hoka could have played it safe and eliminated that collar. It's really nice, and I'm glad they added it. How's it going? Just talking to the YouTube. I always feel like I'm forgetting something, so definitely drop a comment down below if there's a question or a thought that you have that you want to share. But overall, build quality and comfort, I'm gonna give 9, maybe a 9.5 out of 10. Again, the only reason for that slight dock in points is I wish there was a little bit more padding along the top of my foot, but I really can't complain because it hasn't ever been a problem, even on a longer run like today. I'll be wrapping up here in just a little bit, a almost 20-mile run, and I am just having a blast in this shoe. Okay, moving on to the performance of the Tecton X3. If you haven't gathered already, the performance is outstanding. There's that word again. I've enjoyed every single run in this shoe. It could be a short run, could be a longer run like today. It's just really nice. I feel like I can take it easy, take it slow when I want, but the moment I start picking up the pace, that carbon plate starts propelling you forward. The rocker of the shoe starts getting you on your toes. That underfoot piggybacks midsole springing you forward. It's just such a dynamic and lively underfoot feeling, and of course the upper holding your foot nice and secure and just doing a great job I have really enjoyed the shoe, and it is absolutely a high performing shoe, and it better be for its price. We'll talk about value here in a moment. Now, despite it being so good, would I use this as a daily driver? Not necessarily. It's kind of like buying a sports car, just an outstanding, vehicle, but it's not necessarily the one you want to drive as your daily driver. Now, that Matrix upper does a phenomenal job at allowing your foot to breathe. It's very breathable, but also very durable, as mentioned previously. It's also gonna shed water quite nicely, just allow the water to squeeze out of the shoe because of how breathable it is. You have some extra overlays to offer additional protection, but with all of that and a high stack midsole, there are lighter weight shoes, but the shoe feels lighter weight than it actually is or is advertised. So it becomes a very fun shoe to just get that quick turnover going. And yeah, you can just rip it. All right, either I'm getting excited about the shoe or I'm attacking this hill just a little bit too hard because I'm starting to breathe a little hard. Whew. That underfoot feel super soft and bouncy and responsive, just really, really nice. But thanks to the carbon plate, it's not unstable despite its high stack. I feel like I get good contact and ground feel despite its high stack. With the trail, I can feel what's going on with the rocks and the undulating trails, the off-camber sections. I feel like I am connected with the trail, which really helps me perform as an athlete. I've never felt unstable in the shoe, on the turns, on the rocks or otherwise, and I've never felt like I was susceptible to rolling an ankle, which is really good because I've done that a few times. It's not pleasant. And then moving all the way down to that outsole, that Vibram Mega Grip light base with the traction lugs, 4mm lugs are just amazing. The rubber it's softer than most Vibram outsoles, and it just grips. Like you can feel the grip. You can almost hear the grip. You hear it? Okay, maybe not, but it's really good. I'm super pleased with the outsole, and being Vibram, fingers crossed that it'll last a long, long time as well. So performance, frankly, I have no reason to not give it a perfect score. I've enjoyed the shoe that much. So we'll toss it out there. 10 out of 10. That is an amazing score. It is outstanding. Okay, I am approaching the top of the ridge here. We'll be able to see the sun and it should be a pretty view. Let's get to the top. All right, made it to the top of the ridge. We just came across that valley and up the ridge line here. There is the sun. Beautiful morning, and you can see the trail down here, and it goes along down through there. So while we run along the top of the ridge here, let's talk about the value of the Tecton X3 at $275 US MSRP. That is a lot of money to spend on a shoe, but you also spend a lot of money on a sports car, and for good reason. You want something that is high performing and fun, and that's what you get out of this shoe. So if you're looking for a very good shoe and you're willing to pay a little bit more for that performance, then yeah, the Tecton X3, while it's $275, is probably worth it. And it's one that I would recommend. Again, I wouldn't recommend this shoe to everyone or just anyone, but if you're looking for a really good shoe, high performance, that just fits your foot really well, feels great around your foot, under your foot, high performing, and just will do about everything you need it to do, I would say this is the shoe to look at. It is outstanding. Hoka, you did a really good job with this. Overall value, I'm gonna put an 8 out of 10 because $275 is still $275. Not everybody is gonna need to spend that much to get a good shoe. But if you're looking for a phenomenal and outstanding shoe, high performing shoe, then yeah, go ahead and you got $275 burning a hole in your pocket, then pick up the Hoka Tecton X3. I don't think you will be disappointed. Okay, so an outstanding shoe and a mediocre review. Let me know if you have any questions. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you've made it this far into the video and aren't already subscribed. Hit the bell for notifications as well. I've got a lot of more shoes and gear reviews coming your way. I've got quite the lineup and I'm pretty excited to bring it all to you, so stay tuned. Okay, I made it to the top, heading to the parking lot, which is clear out there. It's about 2 miles away. Just beautiful. I love coming out here. Never take it for granted. It's always so special. Alrighty, let's leave this video off as we always do. Remember to be consistent, express gratitude, and enjoy every mile, as I certainly am today in the Hoka Tecton X3. See you on the next video. Bye. All right, look at you go.
Good morning.
Good job. I think that's the definition of crushing it.